I've always been a unique person, you know what I mean? Sort of laid back in a way, but very adamant and very passionate about what I believe. I think a lot of times that sort of throws people off because they don't expect me to have the mindset or the process of thought that I do. And so when you come in to watch my channel, you may hear a myriad of thoughts and ideas that could be different from others. What I want you to do is just sit back, like, share, and subscribe.
Well, you can see what we're going to talk about today. Let me get a little closer. Hello, 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 and welcome to the Lockhart Perspective. And, I just think that Billy Goats just makes it so easy to chat about him. And I am, for one, very excited to tell you guys I knew that it was going to happen eventually. I just didn't know exactly when. I want to first of all say hello and greetings to two of our wonderful members, Sarah Brown, as well as Marty Lauderdale and Amy Duran. Thank you so very much for being here. I'm glad that you're back. All right, so you guys see here what's going on. And I don't know if everybody is, if you guys think in the way that I'm thinking, because to me, it just felt like a good money grab. That's exactly what this whole entire situation feels like to me. It just feels as if, well, if we divide this up, then we can definitely have her over here reaping the benefits and me over here reaping the benefits. But then you think about this. There's a lot of speculation about this situation. Now, why is it that he has allowed himself to be seen in such a light? Think about it. When we're talking about this topic, we're not talking about the topic. How about that? We're not talking about the topic when we're talking about this topic. And so I think a lot of times that, just like people may tell a self-deprecating joke, this is that. Let me put myself on Front Street so that y'all get your eyes off of all the billions that I done spent and who my daddy name was. Let me just tell you guys that we're not seeing eye to eye. The good mister and I are going to let it go, he thinks. All right, so let's just get right into this story. It is from none other than Vanity Fair. May the 13th. Look at him there. Look at him standing there. Look at him. Handsome couple. Aren't they handsome? Handsome couple. So here we go. Bill Gates meeting with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein are apparently an issue that's weighed heavily for a long time on his now estranged wife, Melinda Gates. Epstein is definitely a sore spot for Melinda, a source confided to the People magazine. And that's a long time for issues to fester. So apparently, homegirl's been feeling like she didn't appreciate the relationship between the two of them for some time. She didn't want her husband hanging out with homeboy. And she didn't even know what homeboy was up to, but she just knew that it just did not look good for the company. It did not look good for any of them, right? Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome. It's weird. It only shows two people here, and I know that there's at least four, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm glad you guys are here. Please do me a big favor. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that like button if you are here, so that way it'll just sort of usher it past the whatever it is that they're trying to do right now. Steve Willis, it's good to see you finally have free time to catch a live. Good to see you all. And it's good to see you as well, brother Anthony Van Zant. It's good to see you too. I'm glad that you are both here. But don't you think that maybe what she's trying to say is, I didn't want anything to do with this. And so now let it be known this late stage in the game, exactly what was going on. How come I just don't agree with this? Right? I just don't agree with it. And because I don't agree with it, I'm going to go ahead and let people know this is not what I wanted. And he went out here and did what he wanted to do. Right? He went out here and did what he wanted to do. And I didn't want this cat hanging around with us, but he kept the cat coming. He kept the cat coming. And I didn't appreciate it. I did not appreciate it. Right? That's exactly right. So let's just go a little further. Hello, Mars Fool's Gold. Thank you so very much for being here. So appreciate you. So yeah, so that's a problem. That's a bit of a problem when you consider the fact that a husband and wife are supposed to be one. Yeah, they are. So listen, on October of 2019, 2 months after Epstein was found dead in his Manhattan jail cell while awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking charges and conspiracy charges, the New York Times released a report revealing that his relationship with the Microsoft co-founder was slightly more involved than Gates previously acknowledged. In September of that year, Gates had admitted to the Wall Street Journal to having met Epstein, but added that he didn't have any business relationship or friendship with him. The Times article revealed, however, that the pair had numerous meetings over a course of a few years, including multiple meetings at Epstein's New York mansion, all of them after the financier was already a convicted sex offender. A spokesperson for the philanthropist told the paper at the time that Bill Gates regrets ever meeting with Epstein and records it was an error in judgment to do so, end quote. Around the same time as the release of that story, Melinda reportedly began meeting with divorce lawyers, according to the Wall Street Journal. A source claimed that to the paper that Melinda had told her husband that she was uncomfortable with Epstein, quote, uncomfortable with Epstein after they met him in 2013. But despite her concerns, Bill and other members of the Gates Foundation continued to work with the sex offender, something that still haunts Melinda, or quote, still haunts Melinda to this day, according to the Daily Beast, which first reported the story on the 2013 meeting. All right. Earlier this month, the couple announced their divorce via a joint statement that read, quote, after a great deal of thought and a lot of work on our relationship, we have made the decision to end our marriage of over 27 years. We have raised 3 incredible children and built a foundation that works all over the world to enable all people to lead healthy, productive lives. We continue to share a belief in that mission and will continue to work out together. We'll continue to work together at the foundation, but we no longer believe that we can grow together as a couple in this phase, the next phase of our lives. Well, so that was well put, right? But I think that the point is they're trying to say that the reason for the divorce was partly because of her feelings about that situation between he and the decedent that's mentioned in the story. Now, I don't know what you guys think, but I'm still thinking that this is just one of those stories that just have the part that says, I'm throwing us under the bus so that we can get the heat off of us because this is not working. And I don't think that whatever it was they were trying was working, right? It wasn't working. No, it wasn't working at all. Not at all. Before we get into the next story about this guy here being a Rolling Stone, we laid the foundation with that. All right. And then we're going to go into this one right here. But first, I want to just say, Sarah Brown says, I was just thinking the same thing. I was the 4th like, but it said 2 in the chat. You know what I mean? So yeah, we gotta fix this. There's some issues that are going on and we're not going to pretend like we don't see them. They had my brother hidden for a good little while. And we couldn't find him. And then we found him last night inside of something else in in our suite here. And it was just a mess within the box. There's what's called the studio. And he was in there in an absent box that he was not supposed to be in, that no one from the channel put him in. And he disappeared while we were in a live. So go figure, right? All righty. So, hey, Mars. Hey, Fifi. How are you? It's so good to see you, said Aaron. And I love when you guys all greet one another. She knew who he was when she married him. And then she filed for divorce. I had a strong feeling something embarrassing was about to surface and she did not want to be associated with it. Absolutely not. Especially if you're considering she's a mom, and she just wants to keep, things a little peaceful. But I just always see it as, you can do a whole lot more money with separated money than you can. You can do a lot more with money if you break it up Give him some, give her some, and they can both do the same things and still make extra money. So I don't know. But who really knows what the story is? Because it looks to me as if their marriage was basically a marriage of convenience and one of finance, right? Yeah, it does. Now, Mars Fool's Gold says exactly that's what I was going to say. Healthy lives for them, not us. Yeah. Okay. That part. So let's go on to this next story that seems to be a little bit more in depth, and it goes a little deeper into some of what's going on in Mr. Burns' mind. Okay. Help me, Smithers. Here comes Billy Goats. Help me, Smithers. So Bill Gates crafted a public image as likable, nerdy do-gooder, as a likable, nerdy do-gooder. Office affairs, uncomfortable work behavior, and Epstein ties reveal cracks in his facade. So now there's a couple of bullet points. The first thing is that for years, Bill Gates has forged a nerdy, likable, and public image, largely through his philanthropy. And then this persona made him more relatable compared with other outspoken, eccentric billionaires. But new reports of advances towards employees and links to the Jeffrey Epstein situation indicate a darker side. Now, sign up. They want us to. They want us, and I'm not. Sign up. I ain't signing up for nothing. And as a matter of fact, I wish I could just click it. And here's a State Farm. Want to click you, and click you, and click you too. I want to click it all. I want to click it all and get rid of all of it. Yes, because I should own the whole page. Help me, Smithers. Okay, so Bill Gates goes ahead. Okay, so for decades, Bill Gates has crafted his public persona, and Gates continues to cultivate his personality, pledging to give away half of his wealth through the Giving Pledge and investing heavily in healthcare and addressing the climate change crisis through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So I wonder if she's still going to have to give half, because I know they both pledged, right? But now that she's got a half of his billions, is she going to do the same thing, or is she just going to say, man, that was what you wanted to do while we was married? I ain't married to you no more. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to keep all this money. It's going to be my money. Okay, that's going to be her voice. It's going to be my money, Bill. Bill, this is my money. You go on about your business, Bill. This is my money. Yeah, she's not going to do that. She's saying, listen, this is my money. You go do your thing, and I'm going to be over here because I don't like you too much no more. So as his money has multiplied, they vowed to give away half. But new reports about the tech founder in the wake of his pending divorce from his wife of 27 years, of his pending divorce for 27 years, offer a less flattering picture of the man. Reports from the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal indicate that Gates at times treated the workplace like a pickup spot, as if he know what one was, making advances toward women who worked for him. Several employees told the Times that he engaged in clumsy. Now, I could imagine him being clumsy. Which way does this go? How do I put this? And where does it go? And questionable workplace behavior. They also said that he could be dismissive of his wife and overly dominant in Gates Foundation meetings, even though the organization was working on several women's empowerment initiatives. Okay, but a lot of times when you see those empowerment and initiatives, it doesn't necessarily mean that the guy agrees with it. It just means that at the time, that's what the money looks like it needs to have. And that's possibly what he was doing. He didn't care. Listen, he doesn't care about people, period. So you definitely know he don't care about no women's rights or empowerment or anything like that. No, he doesn't. Sorry. Of course, he's going to do whatever is, fashionable or whatever is in season at the time. Of course he is, because that's what they do. All right. An uncomfortable workplace. The idea that Gates viewed the workplace as a trolling ground for dates may not come as easy, considering the origins of his marriage. Gates met and began dating Melinda French in 1987 after she took a job as a marketing manager at Microsoft. Okay, so this cat's been dating people at the job. What does she think? Does she think that, okay, wait a minute, if I get with him, I know for sure that I'm going to be able to keep him satisfied. Ain't going to be no problem. I'm going to be able to keep him satisfied, and he ain't going to want nobody else at the job, even though he found me, handsome woman that I am. I know I'm handsome. I know I'm a good looker. So I know ain't nobody else going to appeal to Bill but me. Don't appeal to Bill, okay? So let's see. They met at work They met at a work dinner at a conference, and Gates was smitten. What did he say? Look over there. Smithers, could you please go and grab that phone number from that handsome woman? I'm sorry, but what? How could you be smitten? They met at a work dinner. They met at a work dinner at a conference, and Gates was smitten. He used connections his mother had at Duke University's French's alma mater to look into French's background, and then, after she repeatedly rebuffed him, finally, she went on a date. She left the company in 1996, 2 years after they got married, to focus on raising a family. But now, wait a minute. Didn't they just get through saying that this joker had to ask the ex-girlfriend about getting married to her in the first place? So where does she fit in all of this? See, there's some flies in the buttermilk. There's some definite flies in the buttermilk. Okay? I don't know, but some don't sound right about that. The timeline is not matching up. Because if you were so smitten by the other woman, why would you even date this woman when you smitten by the other woman, even though the other woman is a little older and she says she don't want to marry you? Most guys would be like, so what? This is who I really want to be with. And if she don't want to get married right now, I'll hang out with her until she might or she might not. But anyway, he was smitten. I don't know. He was smitten. Okay, that's a heck of a word, smitten. But look at where the story's coming from, right? Let's see. It is coming from the Insider. But why would they say smitten? But that's who he was. He was smitten like a mitten. Okay, so now after he was smitten by her unbelievable beauty, her unbelievable sex appeal, they decided they were going to go on ahead and get married. Yeah, that's what they did. They went ahead and they got married. He used his connections from his mother's school, Duke University, her alma mater, French's alma mater, and then he looked into her background a little bit. I want to know a little more about her, Smithers. It's such a handsome woman. I want to know where she comes from. I want to know exactly what she did when she was little. Did she play football or baseball, or did she play any type of sports? Perhaps she liked pinochle or maybe some other types of card games. If we find out that she likes Monopoly, Smithers, I want you to go to Mama and make sure that Mama gets in touch with some of her friends and sets up a date. I'll finally have fun. I could say a couple of other things, but I don't think that they would take me on this platform. I can really go in about this one. I ain't never know the cat that way. I mean, I could see if she looked like, that Vagaro lady. If she looked like that, I could see him saying, hey, I just got to know her. You know what I mean? Who's the lady that's the Vagaro lady? Is it Brenda Vagaro? What is the lady's name? If she even looked like Raquel Welch, I could say, oh my goodness, I'm just too afraid to go up to her. I don't know what would happen. I just don't know what would happen if I had to just go up and talk to her myself. I don't think I can. So please, let's just do some looking around. Let's do some looking around and ask some people what they think about her. I'm gonna find a picture of who I'm talking about. Let's see. There we go. Let's see how she looked. Remember how she used to look when she was young? Oh, yikes. You know, the lady who plays on that show, that Valencia. What is the name of that show? It's a show that's on right now, and the gal's got her own, she's got her own furniture line, you guys. No, it ain't Ashley's. It's the beautiful Hispanic lady that plays on that show. That is, it's for adults. It's not for children, because there's a couple in there that's they're hilarious, but oh man, I can't think of her, but she's really, really pretty. She's got her own line of furniture right now. I'm thinking if she looked like that, then yeah, you might want to say, okay, I want to get to know her. If she's like the old Janet Jackson, not the one with the blowhole for the nose now, then yeah, you may want to get to know her. You know what I mean? You may want to ask somebody to ask about her. You know what I mean? You may want to do that, but not no. No. Was he that coy? I mean, was he that shy? Was he that shy? Man, I can't believe it. Anyway, let's get on to reading the story because I got some good notes written down here that I just have to bring up right now. I really do. Okay, so now they met after a work conference. All right, he had some friends look into the background, and then after she repeatedly rebuffed him, then she finally went out with him, and then they got married a couple of years later. Now, for years, their origin story was positioned as a meet cute despite the uneven power dynamics. I don't know what that means. Their origin story was positioned as a meet cute. That doesn't make sense to me, but maybe some of you guys know what it means. Maybe it's some, newfangled way of speaking. I don't know. But that was before the latest reports. The Wall Street Journal on Sunday reported that the Microsoft board hired a law firm to investigate Gates in 2019 over claims that he had begun an affair with a company employee in 2000, just 6 years after his wedding. Unnamed sources told the Journal that the woman in question was an engineer who worked at the company. She was said to have alleged in a letter that she had an affair with Gates for years. The company confirmed the investigation while Gates's representative acknowledged the affair. All right, now some would say big deal. He's a rich guy. Rich men do whatever they want to do. He's not necessarily a guy who's a godly man, but rich guys do whatever they want to do. So what's the big deal? I guess the big deal is they didn't have a prenuptial agreement. And so if she wanted to get out of this thing, all she had to do was just go on ahead and show some type of grounds that says, well, listen, yes, I want to build a case for myself and get more money when we decide to part because we don't have a prenuptial agreement. And I know that I can't get a whole bunch. Maybe I can just get as much as we got together when I first got with him, or, what we've made or what we've amassed since we've been together, but I want half of everything. Maybe that's why she started it. Who knows what a person's mindset is? But then I think it is also the fact that she possibly wanted to keep her hands clean and not be involved in any of it. That could be it as well. But we'll never, ever know because nobody really even knows the truth about their true relationship. We won't. Okay? We won't. All right. So we go on here. It says a committee of the board reviewed the concern, aided by an outside law firm, to conduct a thorough investigation. Throughout the investigation, Microsoft provided extensive support to the employee who raised the concern. Here, let us support you. Let us give you some more. Let us give you more help, more support. And come on. We don't want you to put us out on Front Street. Did you guys ever hear anything about this? No, we didn't. And that's what makes me think that there is more to this plot. That's what makes me think that they don't mind sacrificing themselves to cover up the blunders that's going on with what it is that they've done and what it is that they're doing, especially him. I will not ever, ever take that back. I truly and honestly feel as if he's allowing this to be taken to show off what's going on in his personal life, allegedly, so that it takes the heat off of what he's doing here publicly. And then had the audacity to have his daughter ask for privacy. They want to have privacy in the matter. You digging all in our privacy, creating all kind of apps and sliding them over to your friends and letting them use them as their own. Yeah, you are. That's you. All of these apps, this app, that app, all backed by you. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. I see you. You're trying to allow us to see all of this about your life, getting everybody all amped up to talk about this divorce and how much money she gonna get. The chick was rich already. Okay. She ain't never had a po night. Ain't never wonder where her food was gonna come from. She ain't never had to eat the chicken wings while her kids ate, you know what I'm saying, ate the good part of the meat. She ain't never had to break open the chicken back while her kids ate. She ain't never had to have 2 forkfuls of rice, 2 forkfuls of beans, and make her kids their plate and separate it. Yeah, that part ain't never happened. So there's more to the story, and the reason why you guys are allowing us in, because isn't it convenient that we know about this now? Yeah, if all of these allegations were happening so far back, why didn't we know about it then? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody likes to leak good news, good information, as far as this is, as far as good gossip is concerned. Remember Rona Barrett? They used to love to have all kinds. It's not like this stuff just happened with regards to gossip. You had Rona Barrett back in the day. You had all these other, top people who did gossip. Gossip is not something that is new. That's the reason why most of the people on this platform have huge, gigantic platforms, because of gossip. So people would have loved to share this gossip a long time ago. Yes, they would have. This would have been just juicy, more juicy than it is right now. Okay? So a representative for Gates told the Journal that Gates is stepping down from the board in 2020 had nothing to do with the investigation. It sure didn't. It had everything to do with all the farmland that y'all had bought and what you plan to do with it. Yes, in 2013. So 7 years later, when you guys know that it's time to activate, now it's time for you to do something. So it didn't. None of this has anything to do with this. He was a Rolling Stone, but he's not a dumb man, and he's not the type of man that's motivated by what's between a young lady's kneecaps and up above. He's not, because he is a total left brain. Yeah, if there's anybody really home, he's total left brain. He's not motivated by, because he can get that a dime a dozen. Okay? Quote, there was an affair almost 20 years ago, which ended amicably, end quote, the representative said, adding that he had, quote, expressed an interest in spending more time on his philanthropy starting several years earlier, end quote. But the revelation of this affair was complemented with reports from the New York Times, which cited unnamed sources as saying that Gates tried to pursue several women who worked for him. Do you see this cat having that kind of time? When did he try to pursue all kinds of women? Cats gonna flirt, yeah. But to actively pursue somebody takes time. And if it's the right kind of chick, it's gonna take some money. Okay? Because ain't no way in the world. If I'm working for you like that, baby, you got to do a whole lot more than pursue me. You got to do a whole lot more than that. You got to pretty much knock me upside the head and let me know that that's what you're trying to do, because I'm not even looking in your eyes. Okay? I won't even pay attention to you. I'll step in your office and not look you in your eyes. I'll do exactly what you need me to do and keep it pushing. But I would never don't even know what some of my old bosses look like, because I don't look at men in the eyes. So there's a lot of things that's wrong with this story to me, because a lot of these chicks knew he's hardly here, first off. When did a cat like this have time? And who really cares about this guy? Yes, I do know. And like I said earlier in the earlier show today, when we were talking about this coming up, that some chicks do not care what the cat looks like as long as he got money. But then again, he's so cheap. What you're going to get out of him? He's not going to share no money. He is cheap. He's not giving you anything. So that makes the story even more unbelievable. I mean, I ain't heard nobody say he gave nobody no jet. He gave nobody no car. He didn't even buy nobody a bicycle, a piece of bubble gum, a Tic Tac, nothing. They ain't getting nothing. You know what I mean? Not even a Rolex. I mean, a Rolex maybe. I mean, give me a $14,000, $15,000 Rolex. Maybe I'll smile. One woman might think. But this cat, this is off. Something's not right. This is simply to make everybody stop looking at the crap that is and go on to this. That's what this is. That's what this is. This is simply to make you stop looking at the evil that is and to try to humanize this cat in some way. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Because ain't no way in the world that if we've been talking about a divorce for several years, and all of a sudden now, in the height of what we have worked so desperately for, to finally come to Papa's dream after his death, now all of a sudden we'll just crash everything and let everybody see us in our skivvies, in our PJs, in our underwear. We're just gonna embarrass ourselves. Nah, player. Again, game recognized game. I understand exactly what this is. Okay. Employees described 2 occasions in which they said Gates propositioned women who worked for him. 6 current and former employees told the paper that the advances were not predatory, but they did create an odd workplace dynamic. What? What? Do y'all see this? It wasn't predatory. 6 current and former employees told the paper that the advances were not predatory, but created an odd workplace. Anytime your boss is hitting on you, that's predatory. Okay? Anytime your boss is hitting on you, that is predatory. What what generation are they getting these stories from? Because see, now I'm taking it away from being people. Now I'm saying these ain't people. These are just some made up stories because you guys really want us to believe this. So, okay, let's play along, right? Let's play along. All right. So 6 current and former employees told the paper that the advances were not predatory, but they did create an odd workplace dynamic. And one of these instances was said to have happened in 2006 when he apparently emailed a female Microsoft employee to ask her out for dinner after a presentation, saying, quote, "If this makes you uncomfortable, pretend it never happened. And I'm going to be stupid enough, as much money as I have and as much things that I understand about technology, to put it in writing." I remember several years ago, I had a law professor that taught us, as far as while we're dealing with any of our clients, and this was many years ago when I was going to school to become an attorney. Of course, it never happened. But nonetheless, that's what some of the courses that I was taking. This cat said, never, ever, ever. If you're dealing with one of your people, never, ever, ever put something you do not want known in writing. If you don't want it known, it better not be in writing. This cat's not stupid. Because let's think about it. What could these people have gained if they had come forward with their information and sold their story to tabloids? If you talking now, what is your motivation? Oh, so you just want to get the truth out. You don't care about no money. This is bullpucky. This is 100% bull feces. If this makes you uncomfortable, pretend it never happened. Right. Several years later, Gates was said to have pursued a woman who was traveling with him on a trip for the Gates Foundation. Well, his wife got the Gates Foundation. How come she wasn't with him? That's a good question, right? The woman who spoke with the Times anonymously said that she laughed it off but felt uncomfortable. Really? Really? Do you realize how much money you can get for suing a company for sexual harassment? It's tough to say to what extent Gates's behavior created a permissive attitude towards sexual misconduct at Microsoft, but a 2019 Quartz article revealed stories from multiple women who said that they experienced sexual harassment at the organization. They said they experienced sexual harassment at the organization, but did they say him? Let's see. The women's accounts were aired in an email thread that included the CEO, Satya Nadella, and the company's chief legal officer, Brad Smith, as recipients, and included allegations of sexist quips made on workplace trips and one female employee being asked to sit on a coworker's lap during a meeting. Quote, "This thread has pulled the scab off of a festering wound. The collective anger and frustration is palpable. A wide audience is now listening, and you know what? I'm good with that," one employee wrote in an email chain verified by Quartz. This right here, this thing right here, had the opportunity to do all of that. Really? Let's look at it, shall we? I'm sorry, but I could not. He looks like Granny off the Beverly Hillbillies. There's just no way. I'm so sorry. I would have sued him just to quit. I would have sued you, got the money, and rolled out, because you look exactly like Granny off of he looked like Granny off the Beverly Hillbillies. All you need is him to go, Jet! Okay? Okay? That's all you need him to do. I want you to go on out there and get us some victuals, and you better hurry up, because he looks exactly like Granny off the Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Texas T. Yep, that's who he looks like. Imagine him. Imagine that as Granny. Imagine that as Granny. Let me get me some Granny pictures. I got to get me one Granny photo. Jam! We better go out there and get some possum. It's exactly what he looks like. And ain't no way in the world you let that old funny looking cat have hit on me, please. Baby, bye. You ain't getting all of this delicious caramel. Ah, okay. Ain't no way you get all this delicious caramel looking like that. No way. No way, Jose. I'm sorry. Here go Granny. I'm telling you guys, tell me if he look like Granny or not. Look just it's a plethora of pictures here. And I'm sitting here cracking up laughing at my crazy behind to actually equate that with this. Because there's a bevy of pictures that we could take a look at. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, shall we? Jam! We need to do a side by side. Ain't no way in the world that thing was gonna hit on me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, no. Looking just like Granny. That looked just like him right there. That looked just like him right there. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly like him. Ain't no way. You was not about to come and hit on me like that. And then I'm going to wait all of this time to now say something. And there's nothing concrete that says that the people that were claiming, that there was something wrong was saying that he did it. If you notice those stories, there was never anything that said that he was the person hitting on them. It did not say that Granny was the person hitting on him. I'm sorry, but y'all can't tell me that boy don't look like. Y'all know that boy looked just like her. Where's the rest of the pictures? Ooh, good night, Irene. Oh, y'all forgive me. Whew. But I'm sorry. Where's the bottom of it? Where's the bottom? Let's get to the bottom of it. I want to get to the bottom of it. There it is. We're at the bottom of it now. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. Don't start. Don't insult Granny. He does. And so for me, I just don't believe any of it. What I think is that he has made such a blunder of this most recent situation. He reached so very far to go into the pockets of other people and or actually into different communities to try to push this thing. Going in and making all these rap songs and hiring all these producers to go out and do rap songs and music and then going to spread out a little bit more money. He literally was stated, there was one time where he was saying, hey, I don't understand why people are so hesitant. Well, dude, you've been trying to whack everybody from Africa to India for the past, 20 years? Why do you not understand? And so the issue is not so much that he is this predator, because the person that the people that they're referring to, letter A, probably they all don't exist. Because I find it very funny that this guy has this kind of money, far more money than any of the other guys that have gone down dealing with this kind of stuff in the most recent past. And nobody that we can see has come forward. Now, there may have been. Maybe I missed those news briefs. And if that's the case, I apologize for missing it. But I think it's more important to note that my point is, this is a rather convenient circumstance. This is a rather convenient situation. Right? Let's go ahead and see some of the comments of what you guys got going on here. Let's see. All right. So Anthony Van Zant says that it's a soap opera, a salacious cheese. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Read this comment, you guys. Okay. Philanthropy, run like heck. Okay. Kevin Decline. All right. Sandy Aaron, right. Philanthropy, shaking my head. Yep, that's the ones. You got it. Smitten is a code word. Okay. Exactly. Bill went boing. Okay. So sexy. A background check and stocking. I wonder what color her knee highs are. I think she reminds me of a young lady who'd probably wear some periwinkle knee high Smithers. Quick.
I need you to go down to the surplus and buy her some periwinkle knee highs. Get her 10 pair, periwinkle, and send them all to her with an invitation to come out and let's go watch a little bit of the sunrise. I want to take over it one day and I want to see how she reacts. Moo.
Who help me, Smithers? Good night, Irene. Who this boy right here? He's trying though. He's trying, but see, he was a nerd for too long, so he really don't know how to run a game. But he's trying. He is trying, and that's all you can say. That's all you can say. You can get all you can hope. Okay. No layout to vast, questionable, acute business connections to everything evil in the world. Today, it's a candy bar pivot grabbing in the narrative, making him harmless, also known as Willie, is an evil, murderous man. Absolutely. Bobby J. Wells says, okay, I'm going to tough this out. I'm here. You got to love the Kev's eyebrows. Okay. You just got to. Smithers was smitten by her beauty. Smithers. Melinda appears to be fully. Steve Withers says Melinda appears to be fully capable of smiting and a jousting as well. Okay. Oh, that's it. Christina Vergara. That's her name. Very pretty lady. Now, I could see if it was her and he was like, I'm so nervous. She's so pretty. And I just don't know how to, I don't know how to approach her. I could see that. You know what I'm saying? And if he didn't want me to, if he didn't want to lie to me like I feel like he's lying to me right now, I could still feel a little bit of, aw for him. But dude, you straight up coming out a totally different way. The story you releasing, making everybody believe that you was smitten by that. I don't know what you was on. Did you get a good look at that? Well, let me ask you this. Had you been out much prior to going to that event? Huh? Did you? Because I tell you right now, that was nothing for you to be smitten by, but that's the story they want to paint. Like she was so demure. Okay? She was so demure. Let's see. Christina, what is it? Christina? Vergara? I don't know. We'll find out. It'll correct me. Dad corrected me. All right, here she is. Yeah. See, she's a pretty girl. I could see it, being a problem with her. Let me let you guys see her. But I mean, next they'll be coming up saying, that ain't no woman, baby. You never know what they'll be saying next. But she's a beautiful lady. I mean, she is a beautiful lady. And I just think that, yes, I could see him being, a little nervous about her. But I just can't see the story doing all that other stuff. There she is. Yeah. What's the next picture? Is that her too? She's got a pretty big head too. Could you put another one on each shoulder? I don't know. But she's a pretty lady. She's a pretty lady. In other words, I could see, the issues being where she's concerned, or any of these other ladies. You know what I mean? And any of the other ladies, I could see that. But you gonna tell me that you were smitten so much so that you had to do a background investigation on this woman? Boy, bye. Stop it, I say. Stop it. Stop it, I say. Fake meat cute. Mars. That's her, Sophia. Sophia was on Modern Family. That's the name, Sophia. Modern Family. Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys. Like I said, you listen. I told you guys a long time ago that there was a show called Mary Hartman that I used to watch. Mary Hartman, and I had to sneak and watch it because my mother didn't allow it. Well, it was because it had some adult themes, but I had a quirky personality when I was a little kid, and besides that, I had experienced some things that made things a little rough for me, right? So my intelligence was heightened to areas that it probably should not have been. With that said, I am going to pull it back and tell you that show, I used to watch it, and I've said that here before. I'm not sure if Sandy Aaron is still here, or if she's here, she'll remember that I talked about that. And I think it was either Sandy or somebody else who said I was not allowed to watch it either. But my point is that show, Modern Family, is actually very well written. And it's so sad because there's some parts in it that I don't even want to see. And I can't watch it anymore because I don't feel like having that, intersect with my laughter. But I will say that the man that used to play in the TV show, the one about Love and Marriage, he's hilarious. And there are some pretty good writers on that show. Just to keep it real, just to keep it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? LOL at Mars Fool's Gold. I wonder if Goats takes off that pink sweater and those cool glasses. Oh my gosh. Y'all know what? Y'all not gonna mess with me today. I gotta get somebody else to laugh for me. I gotta get somebody else to laugh for me right now.
You serious?
Oh, y'all are too much in this chat. I wonder if he ever takes off his sweater. Let me get off of this comment, Bobby J. Well, you are too much. Oh, Bobby, you too much, Bobby. Another elitist diversion. They don't care about reputation at all. They don't mind. Self-deprecation is what they like. They like to just tear themselves down. They don't mind. They do not mind. If it means that they get what they wanted, they don't care. As long as it gets you off of the topic. Okay? Yes, Bobby J. Wells. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. She said, what a big top circus. Exactly. Let's see, Felicia, it is good to know there is another one of us out there that doesn't look me in the eyes. Yes, my father raised me that way. I was never allowed to look a man who was not my daddy, my brother, or my husband in the eyes. And it's just very uncomfortable if I ever have to. I was in sales and I was a sales trainer for a long time, and then working human resources for as many years as I did. You had to sort of quail that a little bit. So I learned how to look past their eyes. They think I'm looking at their eyes, but I'm not. I don't even know what some people look like. Some males look like, really, real talk. So yeah, that's just the way he raised me, you know. But no, I don't have time for that. I think that's one of the things that as far as the topic, but we were mentioning that while we were looking at the article, I think that's one of those deals. I can't see anybody just saying, gosh, I get to go in his office today. He's so dreamy. You know what I mean? It's not like this cat is Fonzie or something, and we're dealing with the 50s and 60s. It's not, he's not all foxiness. He's just not. So I'm trying to understand, at what point do we decide not to go tell? No, I'm running and I'm telling, and you gonna pay the lady. I'm running, I'm telling, and I need some money so I can start my own little small startup. You did it. Here go the emails. Let me have my money and I gotta go. I'm not hanging around with you, weirdo. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, nah, sorry, mister. Sorry, Billy Goats. You are correct about these things, Felicia. Why, thank you, sister. Great minds think alike. You are making lots of sense. Yeah, we just didn't do that. You know what I mean? It's just so we just did not do it. I truly and honestly believe that there's something else going on here. Anthony Van Zandt says she is well compensated and wealthy long before the press because it didn't come from reality streets, because it came out of Hollywood's plastic screen treatment, boardroom, same Lucy, and different people and different days. That's absolutely right. Predatory on humanity. Come on now, Jeff. Come on now, Jeff. Thank you again for that wonderful gift you left me, Jeff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I so appreciate you. I felt really loved when I opened that up. So many of you all have loved me, and I appreciate, I forgot who it was in the last chat. I didn't get a chance to thank them, but they left a $10, one of those little thingies down there, a chat thingy. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Ms. Tree One says, Els Muskie bragged about coping Bolivia as well. Cooing Bolivia as well. Els Muskie. Okay, I got you. Winks the eyes of Bolivia as well, and is suggested to be one who captured, intercepting a legit. Really? Didn't know that. So how would Goat's proposition, ask a lady out for an ice cream cone, catch a late night Pee Wee Herman movie? No, I mean, that would be a trip. Hey, would you like to go for a little bit of ice cream? I bought one. I bought a whole entire parlor just so we could have some privacy. Yeah, right. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Always cash in, never writing. You see what I'm saying? Never writing. I don't know why he would write that. Dirty and thirsty, dirty and thirsty, dirty and thirsty. He ain't no good. He ain't no good, Miss Tree. He ain't no good, girl. You dirty and thirsty. Sandy Aaron says, why didn't this come out during the Me Too movements? Come on now, Sandy. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Yes, ma'am. Why didn't it? Wasn't it time to take him down to Chinatown? They was passing out money like candy. They was passing out money like M&Ms at that time. Anybody who said something, I mean, hey, they was popping them like pass dispensers. You can get a buck. You tell about somebody's mess, you can get a buck. But they wasn't doing it, Sandy. That's the question. Why? You see, it's time. This time is really, really what here. Steve says it. You're right. The timing is highly suspect, most assuredly, especially considering that when you've seen some smaller segments that have talked about this, that they said they have been working on this for a while. They have been considering it for a moment. Even if you go back to when this cat, that was arrested or whatever that he was hanging out with, wasn't that the opportune time? What made you wait till now, sister, sir, madam, handsome woman? What made you wait till now? That's what I need to understand. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, we're going to laugh at this. It's going to be the last time we're going to talk about it, unless of course you trip going up the steps like your brother man did. You know what I'm saying? If he does that, then I'm going to laugh at that too. But this ain't working. Try again. Again? That trick will never work. Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. In the reverse, of course. Yeah, that does not work. It does not work. It does not work. Okay? Yeah, probably nothing. Probably what a bore. Probably yawn. Mars will go. She probably just go, oh, him. Yeah, I remember hearing about him. Okay? All right. You're killing me. Granny. Yeah, he did look like Granny. He do. He looked just like Granny. Okay. Trailer's ongoing. Yep. Yes. I'm trying to tell y'all. That thing looked just like Granny. An alien chiclet tooth. Oh my God. That is hilarious. The alien chiclet tooth. Oh my goodness. That is classic. I love it. I love it. That was good. That was good. That was palate cleansing. Pencil nosed. Okay. There you go. He probably kin to her. They all related. You ain't lying, girl. You ain't lying, R. Jones. You ain't lying. Oops, slipped. Oh my goodness. Yes, he looks like Granny. I'm telling y'all. Just put a bow. Just put a bow or put some cast iron pots around. Just put some cast iron pots around. Jam! Yeah. Mm-hmm. They's all related. Don't insult Granny. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else y'all saying. Okay. Dan from the hills. LOL, R. Jones. I would rather date Granny. Most of them have those narrowly spaced eyes full of lies. Granny Irene made better victuals than Bill does. Yes. Victuals. Remember, they are trying to make it look human. Yes, they are making you remember it. Remember this once again. 1 second. On second glance, he looks like Jane Hathaway. Oh my goodness, you know what you write. Oh wow. Let me look up Jane Hathaway. You know, that's it. You're right. Let's pull it up. Let's do it. We got to do it. I think you're right. Okay? I think you're right. Cryonics, isn't that what they call it? the freezing and all that stuff. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're here? Yeah, we're here. All right, look at this. You're absolutely right. We got to do it. We got to look at it. Jane Hathaway. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Oh, no, here it is right here. Wow. You are not joking.
You know what? I want to get to know that one over there. If you don't mind, I want you to follow it. Just do a little bit of background check. Yes. Yes, just do some background checking.
That's a shame. Wow. 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 What on the planet is this? What have we stumbled upon? What have we stumbled upon? Can you see that? That is quite unique. Can you get a good gander? Can you get a good gander? Yes. You are so right. Bobby J says, I used to watch Mary Harmon. Billy Crystal made his start there. Exactly. And so you know what I'm talking about. You were not allowed to watch it. But I did like that show, that the show that we just got to talking about. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was just good stuff. Just good stuff. You know what I'm saying? You stumbling upon fugly. Handsome woman. Handsome woman. Wow, this is a freak show. Lord, Lordy. Yes, he does. Anthony Van Zandt, yes, that is what all so-called sex scams are all about. Just like that. Hello, Aurora. Hello, Felicia. Nice to catch you live. Sorry about the name change. I used to be the artist formerly known as Maynard. Hello, Maynard. Oh, you got to do your Prince sound when you say you're the artist formerly known as. Oh, that's what you got to do. You got to get up there like that. Yeah, you got to get up there like that. Okay, let's see. I mess with them by placing at Me Too with a map of the location, and it was removed. Go figure. Yeah, that's because they be ear hustling. You know what I'm saying? They be really trying to ear hustle. Okay, they just be ear hustling. They just don't understand it. They just don't understand it. Well, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. How many of you all are going to become members today? If you're not a member already, join. We'd love to have you, because the bigger the class for our private chats, private live chats, the better, so that everybody's on the same page. Because in them private chats, y'all gonna be hearing different phrases and different stuff, and y'all gonna want to know exactly what the class is talking about. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being with us, hanging out with us. If you haven't already done it, please let me get this thing up off of the screen before I revisit my lunch. Okay. If you guys have not already hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you have not already shared it out, go ahead and hit that share, take that link and give it to a friend. Have them come on down. Yes, yes, yes. We're trying to get to 10 people to join today. And if you've already joined, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't and you're contemplating it, come on down. Ain't nothing wrong. It ain't nothing but a short walk. It ain't nothing but a short walk, baby. All right, you guys take care. This has been the best hour. Every time I'm with you guys, it's outstanding. We're going to have a members only chat, and this members only chat will be posted here within the next hour, and it will be based on my brother's availability too. So maybe within the next hour or the next day. It could be as early as an hour, or it could be posted within the next hour to the full day. How about that? Okay. Because we do want to make sure that we have my brother available so that he can come and lay down some more knowledge. If you guys have not already watched them and you have access to it, it is on Prime, and it is the Them that is from 2021. Okay, it's them from 2021, and it is on Prime, and is very good, very good. But listen, you guys, you must watch it. It's only what? How many is it? 10 episodes? It's 10 episodes. So you guys have to watch it, and you got to watch it carefully. Don't get mad when you watch it, because some of the things will hurt your feelings. Other parts of it will make you angry. If you have a sensitive stomach, please do not watch it. If you are sensitive about racial issues, please do not watch it. But you are welcome to still come to the chat. We are going to talk about this. Because I don't think a lot of people realize exactly what was said. I saw a lot of people's comments about that movie, and they didn't understand it. They really didn't. They didn't really get it. Okay, did you see it? Rachel Van Zyl said it was crazy. You're so welcome. Thank you so much, Marty Lauderdale. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, bye, everyone. Everybody saying, and Miss Tree, grateful. Thank you. Okay, so Rachel Van Zyl says that them was crazy, and it blew my mind. Yes, ma'am. So you know what? I really want us to talk about it, because if you have not seen it and we start to talk about it and we start to dissect it, and if Ronnie Mann is involved, it's going to get dissected, baby. Okay. Because he and I were already talking, and he started dissecting stuff already. And once he started dissecting, I was like, OMG, I thought I had already uncovered some stuff. So I really want to make this a members only chat. And I do want to do it within this week at the latest this coming Sunday. I want to have this thing done. We are still, because we still have one whole story that we haven't even presented yet. We haven't even dealt with Gilgamesh and Nimrod yet. Don't forget that. Okay. So it's all based on his schedule. It's all based on a lot of different things, especially the heavier, weightier stories. And this one, believe it or not, even though it's just a TV show that's on Prime, these folks did some work. They really did. They did some work with this one. So again, if you're very sensitive to anything spiritual, if you are sensitive to things in the macabre, if you are sensitive to stuff that deals with slavery or all of that, this may not be the movie for you, but you can definitely catch us on another one. All right, that's what you can do. Let me see. Can anyone do a one-time to join? Thank you. Can anyone do a one-time? Yeah, you can just join if you want to join. Just join. You mean like just do once, just bless once, so that you have to do it every month? The only way that you'll be able to do that is to do like Jeff did, and that was to send like one-time payment that will go directly to me. One-time blessing that will go directly to me would be through PayPal. That will go through PayPal, or that will go through, how else, Valencia? Oh, Cash App, or one time through PayPal. Yeah, you could do that. That would just be one time. And but I don't know how what's this company? YouTube deals with that. But who cares? I mean, I could still send you whatever you needed to see, but it doesn't matter. Mars Fool's Gold, as well as Steve and everybody else who said, I really wanted to join. You guys, I love you guys. You guys are members, but I just want y'all to miss being in those chats. And I know that once I hit that button that says member only, that's how it's only going to be seen. Because I think I sent somebody else a link to watch one, and they were like, I can't access it. It won't let me in. I was like, But I did see RFB. You guys know who that is? RFB. Can't say his name because I know it's going to be some trouble, but he is really off the chain. He's sort of, somebody may consider him questionable or may consider him controversial, but I like him. He has an app. I really would love to just do that. If I had it my way, it would just be that. It is an app. I gladly gave him a few dollars. It's like $2.99 a month. I gladly gave a yes. That's it. $2.99 a month, or you can do a whole year for $29. But it was better for me to do the $2.99. But let me tell you something. That freed him up, because I was so happy with what I saw. It really let him he was his old self, and it was good. He was riding on a bike. Now I want one of those bicycles that he was riding on, Rachel Van Zyl. He was riding on one of those, it's like a motorized bicycle, but it's not a moped. I don't know what it is, but anyway, he was riding, he was talking, he was doing a really good job. So anyway, I would love to do that. All right, y'all, you guys take care. It is exactly 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 30 seconds that we have all been hanging out together. I'm so glad we had this time. But not say no more because you know they hit you. But anyway, you guys are awesome. I thank each and every one of you for sharing the last hour with me, or a little bit more than an hour, right? You guys take care of one another. And remember what we always say on this show, that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High Yah. Take care of yourselves and take care of one another. Don't forget to hit that like button going out, and I'll see you guys real soon. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way, helping you to make it through another day. Yeah, everything you need to know that you never knew, that you need to know. Like our perspective.
I've always been a unique person, you know what I mean? Sort of laid back in a way, but very adamant and very passionate about what I believe. I think a lot of times that sort of throws people off because they don't expect me to have the mindset or the process of thought that I do. And so when you come in to watch my channel, you may hear a myriad of thoughts and ideas that could be different from others. What I want you to do is just sit back, like, share, and subscribe.